Welcome. Whoa, guys. Hey, welcome. Welcome back. So I've been trying to get everything reorganized. I have a really cool desk in front of me, but it's not showing. So I have to play with this later on and try to get a better viewing so that you can actually see some of the cool stuff on my desk. But I've got my cards all laid out. I've got my great teacher stones here, and I've got my earth count here, and I'm all ready. I'd just like to thank everyone for having the patience for me last week. It turned out that I thought I had an ear infection, and it started as an ear infection, then it went down into my jaw, and then it just started spreading. So I had to take some time for me to care for self-care, I guess, and get myself all situated and get my energy back. So that self-care is super important. I'm having a hard time seeing the name, so I'm going to have to get this closer. Just a minute, I'm just readjusting this. It looks so cool, and I can't do it that way. So I'm going to move this closer. Dee, 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 and now I can see you better. So anyway, having said all that, I wish I could show you my table because it looks just awesome. Anyway, I'm discombobbled. Anyway, so welcome. I honestly do know what I'm doing. I even have candles going and smudge and all that stuff. So, good morning, Elf. It's very nice to see you, and thank you. Can I have a stone, please? You absolutely can. And I look lovely today. Thank you. I feel very good. It really was a really hard week last week, but it's good. It's all good. So you are sitting, my lovely, you're sitting in the east of the medicine wheel. You're sitting on that number one count. You're sitting on that everything is possible today. This is the new beginnings. You're opening up new doorways today. And that energy of it. I think you've been kind of worrying in the past here about something that's coming up, an upcoming event. And it's telling you that you have that spark. It's going to come. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But to just slow down and don't be so quick to have it happen. Think of a little seed germinating. It takes a while for it to start growing, and that's the same situation that you're in right now too. It is growing right now as well. You have exams. So you're so tired. So allow that to happen. Allow those exams to just kind of come. When we're tired like that, take some deep breaths. So, and allow those breaths to come through. Center yourself down, ground yourself, and then walk into the exam that way. That way, you're not getting depleted as you're doing it. So that's kind of the energy you're sitting in at the moment. Let's see what the great teacher is for you today. And your great teacher is victory. So just like I said, so you are literally sitting in the seed is starting. So what you have been germinating, what you've been working so hard for is coming now. It's starting to grow, and you're sitting in the victory today. So celebrate that. Celebrate when that exam is done. Celebrate as you are approaching it and how you approach it, and celebrate the self-care and the self-love, because congratulations for getting that far. A lot of people don't do that. So, I'm going to be sending all kinds of energy your way for these beautiful exams. And now we're going to pull a card. And the card that you have is soul retrieval. Soul retrieval. And what is soul retrieval? Well, soul retrieval, what happens when we have little pieces of ourselves have trauma or something that our ego self actually deems is trauma, then it knocks some of these pieces out of us so that we don't have to deal with them. That's its job. That's our recapitulation animal's job. So they're protecting us by not letting us have those pieces to get overwhelmed. And when we heal all those pieces, we can bring some pieces back. I'm going to predict that when you are done these exams and you feel the pressure leave, then is the time to write out a power story on that. Look what I did. This is where I came. This was my journey there. And this is how I succeeded. And as you do that, you're going to heal a big piece of you that is ready to return. And maybe it's that little self-doubt of the child. Oh, I can't really do that. Oh, I couldn't possibly accomplish that. That little piece is ready to come back and return as soon as you're done with these exams. So that's going to be pretty fun for you. I love it. Let's see what else we've got going on. So I hope that helps you, and good luck. Good morning, Mary. How are you today? And thank you for coming. Hugs to you. Yes, I am feeling way better. Took a while, but I got there. I'm going to be doing a video actually on my Facebook page all about shock, trauma, and stress and what it does to our body, because I definitely walked into that this last little while. So you, Mary, are sitting on 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 of the earth count. That is all the planets, but it's all the planets are kind of turmoil right now. There's a lot of mix up right now. It feels like you're spinning it. It almost, I see a top, like a kid's top, and is spinning, spinning, spinning fast. And it's like you're wanting to tell the world, can you just stop for a second so I can catch my breath? And so and because of all of that, it feels like things are getting speeded up. And it also feels that you can't process one thing without another thing coming along and hitting you. The best way when you are sitting in that type of energy, and it's just for today, so ride it out would be the one thing. Lay down on the earth if you can do that, or even go out and talk to a tree. Get back to nature. Nature's the best way that we can get connected to Mother Earth, who's connected to all the planets, and then allow ourselves to slow down that way. And when the hits come, just take a deep breath. It's okay. It's just for today. And tomorrow I'm going to be out of this energy. So allow that to be. You're also sitting in testing today of the great teacher. So testing. So what's that mean? You're pushing the envelope, or maybe someone's pushing you, but you are either being tested or you are testing someone else. And are you testing their loyalty? Because that's almost popping in. I'm going to say these things, do these things, and I'm going to almost set a trap and catch you in a lie, or catch you in something that I thought you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. And it's that spin of everything, which again goes back to that top that I'm looking at, that spinning, everything's going around really, really quickly. So try not to challenge others or yourself too much today. And if you see people pushing your envelopes, just take a step back. You don't need to participate. And you're also, I swear to God, I didn't make this up. You're sitting in the spiral, which is that spin. And that spin is really big. Obviously, it's really big because it's shown up in both stones, and it showed up today on the card. So you are in the spin. And that spin, I can't tell anybody better than to get out and talk to a tree and take 1 hour. And I know you're just going to go, an hour with a tree? Yes, an hour with a tree. Go out. Sit down with a tree, sit underneath it, whatever you need to do, but get alone with the tree and talk. And that's going to start off the time your mind does all kinds of things, right? Because you're in the spin. But what you're doing then is giving your mind permission to stop the spin, because you got a whole hour to sit there, and it'll go through the fight, the conflict, all that. And then you'll start going into about halfway through, you start changing, your brain set starts changing, and things start slowing down, and the spin goes away. So all I can say is, if you trust me, get out and do that. You will feel better. I promise. Okay. That's Mary. How about Kim? Good morning, Kim. Kim, glad to see me back. I'm glad to be back. Hoo-wee. I need someone here when I see you next time to help me with my cameras so I can figure out how the best place to do it is. Kim, you're sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 at the top of that medicine wheel. That's balance too, but that's also the recapitulation animal, but it's the spirit of all animals. And you've got some new animals coming in, I hear. So that I'm going to have to talk to you about that. I hear new animals are coming in, and new open ways have happened. And I can't wait to hear all about that. And I'm seeing a lion. And I wonder if I'm going towards Lee in this one, but I'm not sure. But I do see a big lion, and just walking forward in power. So whatever this lion is, whether you are the lion or the lioness, I'm not sure, but that lion energy is really coming strong. And I don't think you have lion on your medicine wheel. So it's very interesting how this lion popped in, and why the lion after this weekend. So so let me know all about that one, and walk in that beautiful energy of the animals, because they're definitely calling. And you're sitting in the great teacher of seeking. I'm seeking. I want direction, darn it. I'm tired of just playing the game. I want to get in there now. I want to be the top batter. I want to get going. I don't want to be sitting in the starting line anymore. And it's telling you now's the time to get going. Now's the time to get moving. You've been in inertia. You've been preparing. You're all ready. You've been training. You're getting all ready. And now's the time to just fire off. You got it. And be that beautiful lion. And I can just like, ooh, I am moving, and everything around you is moving too. So I love it. And the card you're sitting in is is the gatherer. Now's the time to gather your craft, gather everything that you've been seeking, gather all your medicines and start forming you. Now you're going to get your mixtures together. Now you're going to get all your stuff is going to start coming together. You're going to start pulling yourself together, and now you're going to start just rising in that smoke. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So now let's go into Debbie. Deborah and Gary. Hey guys, I've been following you guys on Facebook and then living through you. I love it. So we'll do one first for Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Debbie's sitting in the zero count. The zero, that beautiful everything. The zero is the earth. The zero is the medicine wheel. The zero is us. The zero is literally everything together. All the energies together are knitting together. And I literally see them knitting and chaining like a little fence around you, just knitting together. You are becoming part of the collective, but in the higher energy of it. And everything's together. Sit in that beautiful energy. And enjoy your surroundings where you are, because I'm watching your sunsets and the beaches and the things that you're doing, and just keep doing that. Breathe it in, soak it in, and just celebrate the everything. And you are also sitting in the south. You're sitting a little bit of pain today. And that could be a witnessing of pain of others, but it could be also pain within self, whether body, mind, or spiritually. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's more body. You may have a little bit more body aches today. I'm not sure what you were doing yesterday, but you could have pulled a muscle because it's almost showing that. And so just take a little bit of self-care today. Maybe don't push the physical too hard today. Allow your body to have a little bit of relaxation and rejuvenation time. And you're sitting in the card of, oh yeah, you're sitting in the blade. You're sitting in the blade. So take a look at that blade. All the energy is coming up in there. And that's also karmic tie cutting. So there's some karmic tie cutting that needs to be done. So there's some energy that has popped up over the last couple of weeks that you're recognizing, and you might be dancing in that field. And it could be actually causing some problems on your body, because your body is responding to the energy shift of the vibrational energy. So I personally, now I've got a blade that like an obsidian blade that I use, but you can use a crystal, you can use anything. You can even use your hand and just go like this and do the sweep over. I'm just getting rid of any of the static energy that's sitting on top of me. Pull it and flick it. Pull it and flick it, and just go over all of your heart space everywhere on you, because you're holding on to that residual tonal vibration that got shifted, and that could cause that energy in your body to cause pain. So that could be what's happening. Mr. Gary, let's do you. Gary, you're sitting in 5, 10, and 3 is 13. 13 of the medicine wheel. That is the spirit of all plants that sits in the south of the medicine wheel, but that's also your birth animal's calling in right now and saying, hey, I need him to recognize that he has been a part of this journey more than what he's aware, that he was disconnected, but he's now very much connected, and he's asking for water. So get your feet in the water, because your power animals, and I don't even know what your birth animal is, but you're asking for water on my feet. So get in. So whether it's hot and it needs the water to cool it, I'm not sure why, but get in water in your bare feet. And as you're standing there, calling your birth animal and ask your birth animal to soak up the energy it needs, because your birth animal literally is calling for that water on its feet. Then it'd be fun to know what your birth animal is. So you're also sitting in feelings today. So your feelings can be a little bit choppy today, choppy like the water. So I can see it almost going in the direction of up and down, quite drastically. I'm going up here and then down and then up and then down, and I'm not sure why. I feel like I'm crashing in on my own emotions, and emotions that I didn't think that I had sticking out there are starting to come back in and pop in, and it can be quite an emotional day for you, quite a choppy day. And again, just know that it's going to pass. It's just you got to work through it. You're also sitting in the holy mountain today. That holy mountain. And now I would ask you, as you're in wherever you are today, I just want you to take deep breaths and suck in all that energy and allow that beautiful softness to come in today. And as you're just soaking in the sun and the rays and allowing your whole body to become part of where you are and get your feet in the water, allow that connection, because we need water to connect us. We are so much part of water, and you need to have that line there. It's almost like an upside down mountain. And so you're funneling the energy from up above. You're bringing it all into yourself, and you need to ground straight in from your feet into the water to complete that circuit. So that's kind of the energy. That's interesting. So I hope you enjoy your day today. And keep those pictures coming. So Paul, hello, grandmother. I hope all is well. Yes, it is. Seeing hers today, and saw Trump last week. Oh my God. Yeah, well, I'm trying to stay away from all the politics. I'm going, oh Lord. All I hope is that I don't know, we don't have a crazy time. And good luck to you on that. So let's see where you're sitting today, Paul. Paul is sitting in the great teacher of, the great teacher of the zero count of everything, which is actually very fitting. If you're seeing Harris one day and then Trump another day, you're kind of getting all the picture. But also don't get caught up in the chaos. Don't get caught up in the negative energy that's floating around out there about all the politics, because there is a lot and it can drag you down. So allow yourself to sit in the bliss of it and sit into the happy, the uplifting part of it. And I'm going to ask you to watch your back for the next little while. Just I see shadow pieces around you, like peeking around shadows. So it's not, you're looking here this way, where there's something just sitting in the back perimeter of your sight that could not necessarily be harmful, but could be distracting to you, and not necessarily in your best interest. So just be careful of that, to watch the background energy. There's something going on in the background. Is all I know. You're also sitting in defeat today. Defeat. And whatever that defeat is saying, defeat can feel like, actually, it's really interesting, because last week, that's kind of what I sat in defeat. I made the promise to all the people to be online. I don't feel good. I know that my energy isn't up there, so I can't read properly. Do I give them half of me, or do I say I'm taking the week and come back full strength, which is what I chose to do? And you're sitting in that type of energy today. Do I give what I can right now, even though I'm not up to par on my game, or do I just back off and get rejuvenated? And it's asking you to get rejuvenated, to get out of the massive chaos that's going on right now. Allow yourself to sit true with self. And once you're sitting in that, then you have more of you to be able to give, but more of you to be able to help yourself, because you need it to be aware of those shadow pieces that are picking around. And remember, that's just for today, so you're good too. And I know you probably don't have access to Sweat Lodge, but if you did, now would be the time. And if not, I still want you to journey today. Go inward with the self, to talk to self. And that's almost what I'm talking about with defeat. When we sit in that energy of, you know what, I have to choose. Do I like give half of me, or do I give all of me? And right now it's saying you need to rejuvenate so you can give all of you, because if you give half, pretty soon you're going to be down to a quarter, an eighth, and then nothing. And so you don't tap yourself out. Okay. Allow yourself to really, really journey, meditate, do what you need to do that way to rejuvenate today. Get out of the chaos. Okay, here we go. Let's see where I am here. I hope that helps. Kat, good morning, my love. days. We got this. Ooh, she's sitting in 5. 5 is human, right smack in the middle of the medicine wheel. I'm really experiencing all the facets of being human. I'm feeling hope. I'm feeling despair. I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling all stuff is coming up around you, and you are feeling it all. You are being a human in every sense of the word today. My mind is going to be thinking today as I'm going about my day. I'm going to be analyzing, figuring out, where do I want to be? I'm a human. How do I survive the spirit self in this meat suit and this world that I'm sitting in? And there could be a lot of chaos, a lot of internal struggle sitting around that today. You're also sitting in rage. I'm a little bit pissy today. I'm a little bit not doing okay. I feel me, and I want to get out and stomp my feet, and I want to just I want to be that little kid no, 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 no. And you know what? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Allow the energy to have a place to go, because if you're just going to lock it in, it's going to keep festering, and then you're going to be a volcano when that happens. And you're also sitting in the drum. You can get to your drum today, go play drum. And if you don't have access to your drum today, because we know what drum medicine does, drum medicine moves that energy that's all inside. It needs a place to go. So when you get out there and go be your own drum today, really hit. And you may find that you want to really pound hard on your body today, and that's okay. Or maybe you want to go soft. Feel the energy that's coming in, and really get your body, your mind, everything, and really, really play that drum, play that instrument of you before you make your drive home. Okay, so you want to shed that so that you're not drifting off in thought and not paying attention to the road. You really need to have your mind on the road on your drive home. That's important. Ooh, that was big. Hold on. I just gotta, it's gotta, yeah, that energy is really important, Kat. And for it to call in so strongly, be careful. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That was a good one. Okay. So healing connections. Good morning there. Mandy here. I would love a reading. Absolute Maddie. Hey, Maddie. Maddy. How are you? Maddie, you're sitting in that 20. That is the very last stone. That's the end. That is the death, conclusion, and rebirth. And so just because it's the end, death, conclusion, it doesn't mean the world, it's all over. It just means the chapter you were struggling with is over. A big hurdle got jumped. And I'm actually looking at a runner, and he's running and jumping these hurdles, and you're over the last hurdle because you kept tripping in the second last hurdle. And now all of a sudden I made it to the end. I made it to there. I jumped over it. But when we jump over, it doesn't mean the race is over. It just means we have to continue on another track. So you're done that section, and now you're on to the next section. So you've leveled up and you're going into another section. Allow yourself the baby steps to get there, but it's going to be a fun ride. And you're also sitting in love. Love, number 19. I love being in this body. I love this connection. I love this journey, even though it's been so tough sometimes. I celebrate the beauty of everything. So today, get out and look at the world through the lens of love. Through the lens of love. And even if somebody does something to you that doesn't feel much like love, just go, you know what, with a pure heart, I let you go. Or with a pure heart, I understand. I don't need to get involved. I don't need to get all jacked up about it. And allow that love, calmness to sit in you. And as you're looking at the snow, or if there's snow in your area, there is not really here, but if there's snow in your area, or the leaves falling, whatever you're looking at, a tree, a bird, and look at everything through the eyes of love today. It's going to be a wonderful day if you can do that. You're also sitting in the hummingbird. The hummingbird. Busy, 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 busy. They're always moving. They're always doing something. They can fly forward. They can fly backwards. They can fly sideways. They can skip around, and your energy can do that as well. And as you open and expand your wings, allow yourself to jump around. And those thoughts that you thought you had to go and thought you had to be, get rid of them. You can do anything you want. You can rewrite your story. So today's your day to rewrite. What do I want the rest of my life to look like? And what can I do to get there? Because today I can set that path and I can do that. So it's a pretty cool day for you. I hope you enjoy your day. Now we're going to go into um, I stopped school for some years and I'm afraid to fail again. Sweetie, imagine how success is going to look. Okay, we're always afraid of failure, but failure is no failure. I failed grade 2, I failed grade 4, I quit school in grade 7, I went back to college in grade 1, or in grade when I was 32, and I was in the top 5% of my class. I've been told I was stupid every day of my life because I have dyslexia. I used to wear a dunce cap in school when there was a spelling bee because no one wanted me on their team. But don't allow all that to define you. Get out there and fly your wings. And even if you don't get the marks you're looking for, get up and keep trying because you keep moving ahead. Elf, you are important. You got this. So Debbie, let's go to Debbie. May I hear a reading, please? Need some guidance today. So Debbie, that's a little D in a brown circle. Let's get you today. My cards just needed to be shuffled. Oh, that's interesting. I have them all laid out on my deck, and this one asked me to move things around. So you're sitting in 15. So number 15 is the collective consciousness of all humans. It's a heavy, 15. Sorry, I lied. And you got one there. So that's 16. 5, 10, 15, 16. 16 are the great teachers. So whatever great teacher I pull, it's going to be magnified today by a lot. So let's see which. And you are sitting in, you're not even seeing a great teacher today. You're sitting in water, lots of tears, lots of releasing, lots of letting go. I would, if you can do a cold plunge today, I would recommend that. And cold plunges are not easy to do. Trust me, I used to argue about them. But I honestly think that you should go either into a shower, start it off warm, and then turn off any hot water and just ice cold water just for as long as you can. It can, even if it's a minute, but enough that you get that shock. Your body needs the shock value. It needs that to be reset. It's like you're stuck. It's like you're stuck. You're at a radio station and I can't move it. We need to unstick it. So we need to open up from the cold, and that water will help you do that. And trust me, when I do it, it's not fun. I usually account because I go, the first 20 seconds hurt so bad when you're in that shock, and then it starts to feel good because your body's resetting. Your body needs a reset desperately right now. And you're sitting in, yes, the curse. It feels like I can't speak. I feel like every time I go to speak, somebody or something is stopping me. I want to speak, but I'm being silenced. My words don't matter. And I'm telling you, your words do matter. You matter. And you're in this really hard, dense times right now where you're second guessing everything, or someone around you second guessing and getting you to second guess, or you have something to say, but gee, if I say it, I'm going to create such chaos right now. So say it to yourself, say it to a tree, say it to nature, but you got to get the words out. You need the tonal energy out. And that's where that water could help you to get in there. Water, say whatever you're going to say. And even if you swear because it doesn't feel good, do it anyway and allow it to happen. But do the shock factor to get that out. The tonal sound, and water will help you with that too. Oh, it's a big one. Diane, and good morning. And Diane, here we are. Diane, you are sitting in. You're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is the book of life. This is the Shinamiya, and your book of life, what you wrote in your book of life. Often people think of the book of life as I wrote in, I was going to get in an accident tomorrow, and now that's what's happening. Kind of doesn't work that way. What we do with our book of life is we actually write in a great teacher. So let's say, okay, I'm 67. So for 67, and each day we write another great teacher in. But aside from that, our big life events that change us, that's part of our book of life. So perhaps I would have wrote in um, care into my area for this year of being 67. Then all the life events around what I had wrote down will teach me that beautiful teaching of care. So you wrote in your book of life, and now all the events around you, the happenings around you, are happening to give you lessons so that you can learn what you set out to learn in your book of life. And let's find out what the energy of the book of life right now is. And right now you're sitting in need need. Then need is for today. It doesn't necessarily mean it's all year. And there is a really cool way that you can figure all this out, but get a hold of me because it's a whole teaching. But it's you're sitting in need. I need today. So what is it that you need? And there's a difference between need and want. Pay attention to that difference. Do you need, for me, I need creativity. I need freedom. I need land. I want money. I want comforts. I want all those things, but I don't need them to be whole inside. So take a look at what you need to be whole inside, and then ask yourself, I'm missing, and what do I need to bring in to make my life feel whole again? Because there's gaps right now. That's with wants, not with needs. And if you fill it with wants, you'll never be full. You'll keep looking for more things to bring to you when you're not filling what you actually need. You're doing the wants. Hope that makes sense. And you're also sitting with the eagle. Take a look above. Don't look at everything so close up. That eagle is way up high. It can spot a mouse from miles away, right? So focus up high. Come down and know when to land so that you're not crashing into the ground. Because I'm flying up here. I see what I want. I can see what I want. I see what I need. And I'm zeroing in and I'm coming down, but I'm not landing on what I need. I'm landing right beside it of what I want. I'm getting distracted. So allow that perspective. What do I need? What do I want? And really get it clear. And then what happens when you get it? What happens when you get it? Well, sometimes we have to let go of some things to make room for new things. And that's where I think the conflict is sitting in right now. So take a really good look. I like lists, so I make my list of wants and needs, and then what will I need and what do I need to do to get that thing? Okay, so that's where I would recommend you work. Wow. Okay. Let's see where we are here. The lovely Luisha. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm there. Okay. Hi, Luisha. Good morning. This is so far away. I'm gonna go. Woo. So the lovely Luisha, you are sitting on 5 and 1 is 6. Spirit and the ancestors, and they are all around you. They really are. Today's the new day, right? You and I talked about that. Today's the new day. You're moving forward. Released everything you needed to release, and now's the day to start. Feel spirit around you. Feel your ancestors walking with you, and get strong. Now's the time to get strong. Take a deep breath in, hold your head high, and get going. Get strong today. Maybe even paint your warrior face today. Do something fun. Do something on yourself. Yeah. Get that invisible ink pen out and make some really happy stuff on yourself, and really bring in that happy, fun energy of everything is possible today. You're also sitting in the great teacher. Ooh, that one is way at the bottom. Physical. Get physical. Let's get physical. So allow yourself to get physical, get dancing, get moving, and really, really, really. And I honestly would use my pen today. I would be getting that pen and writing all over your body all these happy things today. Everything power, 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 power. Okay. So power words all day long. Be the thunder. Be the thunder in the storm. Don't be worried about making. I'm gonna rumble. If I make a little bit of rumbles, people are not gonna like it. I'm not gonna fit in. Rumble away. Get the louder you get. Move the earth. Be so loud that the earth shakes around you. That's what you need to do. You need to own your power and step into that thunder energy. I love it. It's a beautiful day. Okay. Let's see where else we are. Dealing with a huge disappointment, but maybe I dodged a bullet. Absolutely. Hello. This is for, I think it says Andreas. Hello, beautiful spiritual sister and family. May I have a stone, please? Yes, absolutely. And I wish I could see your name better because my glasses are just not letting me. But you have a nice little picture inside. So here we go. You are okay. Well, okay. So I drew your card first. That's interesting. Actually opposite of what I normally do. So, and I'm not sure why that is, but I'm going to read it the way it wants to be coming out. Ooh, connect. Okay. So the first thing I drew was the card, which is opposite of everything. So I think you're in a day of contrary today. What you want, I think you're almost going to be calling in the opposite. And you're going to be looking at everything through contrary eyes today instead of just kind of going with the flow. You're going to be going backwards from the flow. Everything's going to feel backwards today. The medicine wheel itself, this is the everything. This is all encompassing, but literally you're not going to be coming in at it how you normally would come at life, at everything, and up and a flow and a down. Everything's going to be different. It's like the world got tipped upside down today. What's up is down, what's down is up, what's sideways is everything is moved. And it's going to be kind of chaotic today because things are going to land where you think they're going to land. Everything is different, but everything will be right. It's just different than what you're going to be used to. You're also sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the medicine wheel is the moon movement and energy. So, so the moon cycles turn around and around and around, right? So we always know we have that moon changes. We have a new month. Imagine what would happen if it went backwards. Imagine what would happen if it went backwards, how it would feel in your body, how it would feel in your mind, because, oh my God, it's not supposed to be happening that way. Imagine instead of the sun coming up in the morning, the moon was up in the morning. Like, how would that feel backwards, right? And that is the energy you're sitting in, that everything doesn't make sense today. When that happens, and it has happened to me a couple of times, not very often, but when that happens, allow it to be, acknowledge it, and then I journal about all that kind of stuff, because you never know what's going to come out in the journaling, just the free writing, and just allow it to happen. Allow whatever words want to come out. They may not make sense right away, but they will eventually. You're also sitting in confrontation today. You've got a conflict ahead of you, and you're predictive thinking how that conflict is going to turn out. Well, it's going to turn out this way. If I do this, they're going to do that. If I do this, counter moves and counter moves. But this is telling you that all those things you think are going to happen are not going to happen that way. So when you're going to go into speaking your truth and being into the confronting of something, do it with neutrality, because you don't have any control how that other person's going to react or how that other person or situation is going to play out. You just have to do what's right for you and allow that to play out as it does. Don't predictive think what you think is going to happen. It's going to derail you. And you're also going to change the energy within it. You want to do that. You want it to work properly. Excuse me. You're also sitting with the ancient ones. So these are your spirit guides, the ancient ones. The mask. Look at the mask. They're hiding behind their mask because everything's different. If I take that mask off, who you think you see isn't going to be who's there. Everything is different today. So whatever you're looking at, know that they've got a mask on. That's not what's real. So don't take people at their word today. Just know it's all a mask. It's all a game right now. And this is the next 24 hours. So sit in that and don't get locked into the trust today. I wouldn't be trusting today at all. Don't sign any documents today. Wait till tomorrow. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So Paul, how was your husband doing? I hope all is well. He's doing very well. Thank you, Paul. And we see the stroke doctor on the 3rd of December. So until then, we are just keeping on with physio and doing the stuff he needs to do, but he's doing much better. Thank you. So Tashika, Paul, can I get a reading on what should I focus on life currently? Absolutely. Hold on. I can tell you the energy you're sitting in. And then that might guide you to where you feel that you might focus. So you're sitting in the 5, 10, 11, 12, which is all the planets. And it's mixed up right now, to be honest with you. It's almost like I'm throwing my cards in the air and I'm hoping they're all going to land in order, but they're not going to. There's going to be some shuffling to do. So you've got some moving around to do. You've got a moving of the pieces is what I'm being shown. There's a shuffle. There's a shuffle of people in your closeness too. So if we were to think of this little tiny circle right behind me, whoop, in the middle is me. And then all around the next layer are the people kind of just on the outside and the outside and the outside and the outside. We're shuffling today. So we're moving people from our inner circle to our outer circle, from our outer circle to our inner circle. We're changing the pieces up on the board, if you will. And everything's looking slightly different. It seems to be quite chaotic in quite a few of the readings today. So it seems to be an overall energy. You're also sitting with spirit today. I love it when I sit with spirit. That means that I can close my eyes and just ask spirit to guide me. And when I don't have, I can get out of my head and I can just trust that, you know what, spirit's going to get me where I need to be. And I don't have to worry about all the fuss and kerfuffle about it. I can just sit into that beautiful energy. You're also sitting in the giveaway. Okay. So this may be a little harder for you to do, but I will give you the challenge of doing it. I want you to take a look around your home, yourself, wherever, or even if you're out and about. I want you to give something away today that means something to you. Not like, here, I've got a crystal, but I never use it so you can have it. That's not what I mean. What about, oh my gosh, here's this beautiful feather. I really, really love these feathers because I know the bird that they came from. I've got all this heart connection to it. I'm going to plan out of these feathers. So I've got plans for these feathers. Oh, you're coming here. Here, I'll hand you these feathers because they mean something to me, right? Something that means something to you, I want you to give away. And then don't expect anything in return. Give it away free of heart. And even better, if you can give it away to a stranger. So I want you to give something away today to somebody you don't know. Don't take a picture of it. Don't tell anybody that you're doing it. Just randomly do it. Random act of kindness, and walk away and see how good it feels to do that. Today's the day for you to do that. So you are someone else's inspiration today. You are someone else's light today. So do a random act of kindness. Ooh, I love those ones. So how about, who am I on now? Tia. Hi, Tia. Good morning. I would like to pull my love life, please. I would like to pull for my love life, please. Oh, let's see what happens with that. You are sitting in 5 and 2 is 7. So 7 of the earth count, that is the cycles of natural law. Or I'm sorry, sacred dreams of life. So if I'm pulling in for a love life and I'm using it as the sacred dreams of life, I would say, what makes you happy? What fills your heart? And what brings you joy? If you are hanging around somebody, anybody, and they don't absolutely fill your heart and bring you joy and make you laugh and like make you see sunshine, then stay away from them. Just stay away from them. You don't need them in your life right now. Not right now. So it's asking you to find joy, find love, find laughter. And if you can find those things, then and be open to it. I'm open to receive love, light, and laughter and see who comes into your life today. That would be what I would call in. And you're also sitting in patience. You have to have patience. Patience. Don't expect it to happen in a second. Don't expect that. Sometimes we get a few toes before we get the prince, right? So just get out there and just laugh. Am I happy today? Do I exude? Do I show light, happiness, love? And if I do, I'm going to attract that. And if I don't, then I'm going to attract what I don't want. So I want that love, light, and laughter. And then really, really set boundaries and make sure that you're only going to receive that. Someone treats you wrong, talks to you wrong, puts you down, makes you feel bad. Just walk away. You don't need to get in contact with them. Just walk away from it. You don't need it. So you're also sitting in the witness, but witnessing yourself and witnessing the true self of the other person. So what am I calling in? Am I truly calling in what I really want? Or am I calling in what I think I deserve? There's a difference. And think what I deserve isn't always good. I used to always think that I deserve bad. Right. Well, my first husband, not this husband, but my first husband used to beat me up once in a while. It wasn't very often, just once in a while. So it was okay. I could put up with it because he brought in a good paycheck. He was a good dad, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I settled until I didn't have to settle anymore. So just don't settle. If you're bringing someone in, bring somebody who really does fill your heart, not someone you have to make excuses for. Okay. I hope that helps. Wow. I think I got everybody. I think I did. There we go. So, so thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come back and be for you and with you. If you want to learn how to do, I do have some stone readings coming up, or a teaching coming up where you can learn how to do stone readings yourself and move into that beautiful energy. It's not something that a lot of people do, but it's something that is super important and fun to do. And I'd be happy to help you. Come on over to my Facebook page, which is Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. It's a group page. You'd be welcome on there. And I keep everybody really informed as to what I'm doing. And excuse me, so that you can follow along. And on there, people knew that I was not going to be coming on for the week. So if you come on, you'll be able to find out what's going on in my life a little bit more, and more of the teachings of what I do. I'm going to be posting some new teachings this week, and moving forward on that. I'm launching a new program, actually 2 new programs. So the one program is teaching people how to do stone readings, and the other one is I'm starting to develop and work into my Death Walker program. So so if people are interested in a journey with death and grief and assisting other people and walking in that path, there's different levels that you'll be able to explore and see if that is something that interests you as well. Together we are strong. Let's be supportive of each other. Don't put each other down. No competition is needed. Just shine bright in your neck of the world and let everyone do what they do. So I love you. And for all of my friends in the United States, I know the world is a little bit crazy right now with the elections. Just take a deep breath. This too will pass. And just send out nothing but good thoughts and good energy to everybody, no matter how they vote, just to not fight with each other, because we don't need the division. I love you guys. Have a great day. Be kind to each other. I hope.